So today we're going to be reattaching this drawer face onto this dresser drawer. If you ever have one come off, they're actually really easy to do, but you have a couple of things you need to worry about so you don't bust up the joints and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you how to get a really good bond. The first thing you're really going to need, of course, is wood glue, but there are a couple of things that you can use to make this easier and to make it more effective. Number one is a paintbrush. So if you just have glue and paintbrush, you could get away with it. But another thing to help is a bar clamp, because it pulls this stuff tight together. After you put the joints in on the side of the face, you're going to squeeze it so that this way it locks in and all that, and this will hold while it all dries. Another thing, now I don't fully recommend this, but depending on what kind of joints you have, these are kind of small for me to chance it, but you could use a nail gun to shoot brad nails through the side. Although that nail gun would come in handy if your track in the middle is coming off. You could use really small staples or something like that, not the brad nails, and then that would hold that in place. So let me show you exactly how you want to do this, and let's get started. You want to make sure first off that everything's not busted up. There's no staples or nails still stuck in here, because sometimes they are attached with them, and you want to make sure that all the wood is out, any previous glue and stuff like that, because that's going to hold in there and it's going to keep it from going in properly. Another thing you could use, by the way, is a mallet. You don't want to use a hammer unless you have a block of wood or something, so you can tap it in. So we're going to check both sides. They look good to me. Then we're going to put on our safety glasses just so you don't squirt anything in your eyes, or so that this way you don't have an accident with the staple gun or something like that. And you want to put the glue in the different grooves, or you could even squirt it on a plate if you're going to use the brush to be able to do that. I'm going to squirt some in both sides. You want it in the drawer face and you want it on the drawer itself, so this way it gets a really good bond. I don't have the best vision, so if you guys see me messing up, it's the fact that I'm trying to see. But after we get a good bit on there, we're going to go back with our paintbrush and brush it back over to get it down in them grooves. Okay? And you want to get it all in here so that this way it makes a good bond. You don't want to ever just do one side. The glue is made to bond everything together with itself. Not just the glue, but it reacts to the material that you're putting it on both sides. Now, you don't necessarily need a whole lot. You don't want to cake it in and have a ton of over squeeze and stuff like that, or a ton of squeeze out and stuff like that. You could technically put it down in here too, but most people leave that one loose. And then we're going to line it up right here on the sides. Okay, and then it's going to squeeze in sideways like that. I'm going to turn it up just to get this lined up real quick, guys. There you go. You want to line that groove in. The front groove that I was talking about, you want to put that bottom of the drawer in. Then you want to line up them grooves on the side, your little joint pins. And then after you get it locked in there like that, you don't want to force it too quickly. But that's why you could use a mallet, or you could use a clamp like we're about to, or a block of wood and a hammer. But we're going to put it on the sides and slowly make sure it lines up. You don't want to bust them by rushing it. Or we're going to squeeze it in until everything locks in. Now, if it makes you feel better, you could take like a 1x2 or a 1/2x2 and put it on both sides of the clamp to help even that pressure out as it goes in. But you just want to make sure it locks all the way in and that drawer is pushed flush. And then you want to leave it like that for a while. If you want, you can actually do a clamp at the top and then another clamp at the bottom. I have another one. I'll probably go do that real quick after I'm off the video, just to make sure the pressure is even on the top and the bottom. And we're going to leave that set. Now, it doesn't take long to set, but it does take a while to cure, so I'm probably going to leave that for about 24 hours. And like I said, I don't feel comfortable shooting brad nails through the sides on this one. They're just way too small. The bottom here seems to be okay. I thought for some reason that this drawer had some wiggling on the track, but I don't think the track has an issue. If you want to see more things I got coming up, hit that video right there, or YouTube's going to recommend something you like, and I'll see you next time.